allweddol yn y ras I gyrraedd Ewrop rhwng ddau dîm sydd yn cael tymhorau gwahanol iawn ar hyn o bryd. Penybont yn erbyn Connah sydd yn byw ar Sgorio prynhawn me. Ac mae fe'n braf iawn cael eich cwmni chi y gic gyntaf I ddod yn y man yma ym Penybont a mae Dylan Blaen yn rhan o dîm Sgorio heddi. Dylan, croeso mawr ato ni.
Diolch yn fawr.
Nawr, o ran Penybont, o'n i'n siarad gynnau, mae angen canlyniadau, ond hefyd mae angen perfformiadau da arnyn nhw. Ac mae'n ddiwrnod San Ffolan. Ti'n mynd I gael gorfoledd neu torcalon I Penybont heddi?
Wel, yn sicr fydd Rhys Griffiths yn ymedrych am fath o boddhad, dwi'n credu ar ôl canlyniad. Ond ti'n iawn, fi'n credu, perfformiad sydd yn y canolbwyntio. Mae nhw arediad sydd yn wael o ran safonau nhw yn amlwg yn bod gymaint o llwyddiant dros y blynyddoedd diwetha. A felly fydd Rhys yn edrych am datblygiad yn rai elfennau o'r perfformiad yn amlwg heddi. Wrth
gwrs, maen nhw'n wynebu tîm Connah sydd ar hediad o 16 gêm heb golli. Maen nhw'n mynd I fod yn dod yma yn llawn hyder prynawn yma.
Odyn, ie, ti'n gweld na yn perfformiadau nhw wedyn y fe fel mae canlyniadau yn dod ar hyder na. Maen nhw'n tîm sydd hefyd yn hoffi cael meddiant a mae hyder yn llawn help pam ti yn tîm sydd yn hoffi wario gyda meddiant a bydd John Disney'n edrych am fwy o hwnna heddi.
Wel, newn ni drafod mwy yn y man, ond mi oedd na gemau eraill nithwr. Ac fe newn ni ddechrau gyda ornest yn y 6 isaf. Hwlffordd yn erbyn y Bala a Dylan Blaen, y dyn yma. Corey Shepherd yn syrenu unwaith eto I dîm Tony Pennec.
Ie, am chwaraewr o yn fe, mae'n cael tymor arbennig unwaith eto I Hwlffordd. A nhw arrediad dda nawr, ni'n gweld rocket arall gyda fe fyna. Mae'n sgorio'r goliau arbennig ma'n gyson yn y di a dangos yr ansawdd sydd gyda fe yn ergadio'r bil.
A wedyn ni yn y 6 uchaf, y pencampwyr, y seintiau newydd, wnaethon nhw wynebu bai Colwyn. John Williams a Ryan Brobl ymysg y goliau fyna, a Dylan mae'r seintiau, wel, maen nhw yn cruise control erbyn hyn ag nhw.
Ie, mae fel sa popeth dan nhw dan rheolaeth ar hyn o bryd yn y fe ni gweld fan hyn unwaith eto Brobl, Williams, chwaraewr mor allweddol. Gêm anodd fyna ydyn nhw, ti'n bod yn erbyn bai Colwyn, ond fi'n credu'r gair y Saesneg relentless. Maen nhw yn yr amser nawr tymor le maen nhw jyst yn cymeryd bob gêm, canlyniad ar ôl canlyniad, llechen lan arall, 2 gol, a ie, triffwynt arall iddyn nhw.
Triffwynt arall I dîm Craig Harrison. Felly dyma jyst i'ch atgoffa chi o'r canlyniadau. Un gêm arall nithwr Met Caerdydd yn erbyn Llanelli. Llanelli yn cael pwynt am y tro cyntaf ers mis Tachwedd oedd I cartref yn erbyn Met Caerdydd. A dyma'r sefyllfa wedyn ni o ran y 6 isaf yn gynta. Wel, Hwlffordd triffwynt yn glir uwchben Met Caerdydd. Nhw sydd yn y seithfed safle holl bwysig yna ar y foment. A wedyn ni dyma ni y 6 uchaf bydd yn cael ein sylw ni heddi. Connah, Penybont, 10 pwynt rhwng y ddau dîm yna. Felly bydd rheolwr Connah John Disney yn benderfynol o parhau gyda'r rhediad arbennig yna o'n i'n sôn am gynnau. Felly gadewch I ni glywed ganddo fe, mae fe wedi bod yn siarad gyda'n gohebydd ni I fan Gwilym.
Well, John, we'll have to start with this unbeaten run. It's a record 16 games for the club. What's been key to that?
Everyone. Players, staff, ownership, fans. I think everyone's played a part to it, and I think that's the key to us this season. We are a collective. Every group will say that, but when you look at the substitutions that we've used this year, the impact that they've had in every single game so far this season, I think that's been key to it, and a lot of hard work, dedication, sleepless nights, and a lot of patience from probably all of our families, to be honest.
You've mentioned it, it's a transition year. Is there an element of exceeding expectations for yourself?
Well, like I always say, I'm a winner. I want to try and win every game. Probably as a club, if we look to reflect, yes, and that's not us sort of putting a lid on it. I think that, like I said, we finished where we did last year. It's been a very difficult couple of seasons for a number of reasons, and obviously my first role as a manager, our staff first sort of jobs together. John Rushton stepped into a goalie coach this year. Jack, my brother, it's obviously his first role within a club, but the experience that we can utilise along with Jay, who's been at the club for a number of years, has been fantastic. And like I said, the players have bought into it, and we brought loads of new players to the league. So far, they've been fantastic, but they have to do it obviously again today.
Yeah, and looking at the last 3 games, conceding late to drop points, how do you avoid that today?
Well, we try and not give away as many set plays that we have, because I think that's sort of, you know, an opportunity for anyone really. You see it at the top level. You know, obviously Arsenal, top of the Premier League, conceded a long throw at the other day, so you know that can happen. And the delivery and the quality that Penybont have got, obviously we've seen the team, so the quality they've got, they'll look to try and pose a threat from that, and hopefully try and get a couple of goals ahead and make sure that we can just try and keep going and keep being progressive. But football doesn't work like that. You know, I'm sure it's going to be a great challenge today, and we're really looking forward to the occasion.
Diolch, John.
Thank you.
John Disney'n cymharu Quay Connah a Arsenal fyna. Joio hwnna, reit Dylan ni'n sôn twa, maen nhw ar y rhediad arbennig yma, 16 gêm heb golli. Ond siŵr o fod yr unig beth fydd o bosib yn poeni John Disney yw'r ffaith mae yna dueddiad gyda nhw i ildio goliau hwyr mewn gêm. Rhediad ffantastig, ond eitha lot o gemau cyfartal wedi bod yn y rhediad yna.
Ie, ti'n iawn, rhediad arbennig, ti'n bod, maen nhw'n neud yn gwych yn ydyn nhw ar y dill maen nhw'n chwarae gyda hefyd, ond ti'n iawn, bydd nhw yn canolbwyntio ar ildio'r golau hwyr yma, a fel nes ni clywed John Disney'n gweud fyna, falle bod nhw heb mynd 2 gol lan, maen nhw wedyn, wrth bod y gêm yn mynd mlaen, goffa mynd bach yn fwy amddiffynol, jyst i dal mlaen i'r fudigoliaeth, ond wedyn, pan ti'n neud na, ti o hyd wedyn yn mynd i denu bach o pwysau yn ystod y gêm, a wedyn ti'n rhoi taflad i hir, cic y cornel i bant, a mae hwnna'n rhoi cyfleoedd wedyn i tîm oedd i cael y bel yn y cwrt cosbi, a mae cyfleoedd mynd i dod.
Ar tro diwetha, ddath Quay Connah fan hyn, nhw gath y gorau o Penybont yn ennill o gol i ddim a Dylan y gŵr yma, Rhys Hughes, prif sgoriwr y clwb y tymor hwn. Ni ddim yn siŵr os taw gol neu croesiad oedd hwn, ond oedd e'n oreit, oedd e?
Rhys Hughes yn sgorio tu allan y cwrt cosbi unwaith eto na fe, ni mor gyfarwydd gyda fe fan hyn. Mi'n credu croesiad felly tuag at y postyn pella, ond mae e'n chwaraewr mor talentog, a mae John Disney wrth i fodd yn cael yn y garfan. Ond beth sydd hefyd lenni nawr, gyda Callum West yn chwarae mor dda fyd, ti'n gweld wedyn bod tîmodd goffa edrych ar ôl fe ar y ca, sydd falle hefyd yn creu bach fwy o gwagle i Rhys Hughes, a wedyn pan mae gwagle gyda Rhys Hughes, ni'n gwybod o'r ansawdd sydd gyda fe wedyn i achosi problemau i tîmoedd.
Ie, West a Hughes, maen nhw wedi bod mor allweddol i Quay Connah tymor yma. Wedyn ni o ran Penybont, Dylan, un enw newydd sydd wedi ymuno dros yr wythnosau diwetha yw Ethan Can o Llanelli, yr ymosodwr ifanc. Nawr mae fe'n dechrau am y tro cyntaf heddi i dîm Rhys Griffiths, a o'n i yn y seintiau newydd penwythnos diwetha ddath ymlaen o ddi ar y fainc, a i berfformiad siŵr o fod yr unig beth positif o ran Penybont penwythnos diwethaf.
Ie, a na geiriau Rhys Griffiths ar ôl gêm hefyd, ti'n bod oedd e'n hapus i weld beth nath Ethan Can wrth dod mlaen. Chwaraewr fi'n abod yn dda iawn wrth gwrs, a ni'n gweld e'n aml yn rhedeg y Llanelli yma. Mae e o hyd yn rhoi amddiffynwyr o dan bwysau. Maen nhw o hyd goffa fod yn canolbwyntio le mae rediadau, a mae mor gyflym a pwerus, a bydd e yn chwaraewr allweddol i Penybont nawr yn ystod y gêm yma heddi, ond hefyd yn symud mlaen mewn i'r gêm y diwetha tymor.
Ie, ti'n cael y symud, mae hwn yn mynd i fod yn ddiwrnod mawr i Ethan Can, ond hefyd i Penybont, achos fel hyfforddwr dy hun, Dylan, pa mor anodd yw e, pan mae 10 pwynt o bwlch. Mae'r bwlch yn enfawr, o ran Penybont, fel i ti'n cadw'r chwaraewyr i fynd yn ystod y rhediad anodd yma?
Ie, ti'n iawn. Falle dim edrych ar y bwlch, ond canolbwyntio, wnaethon ni gweud ar y cychwyn fyna, perfformiad, na'r peth bwysig, a maen nhw ar rediad gwael, ond bydd yna elfennau o'r perfformiad bydd Rhys Griffiths yn hapus gyda, adeiladu ar rheina, ond canolbwyntio ar ble mae angen i nhw wella. A yn sicr yn amddiffynol, bydd hwnna'n un peth le fydd Rhys Griffiths wedi bod yn gweithio'n galed ar tîm fforddi, a bydd nhw'n edrych i weld lot well heddi, a bydd angen achos mae siwr gymaint o chwaraewyr talentog gyda Quay Connah.
Ie, mae'n brynhawn enfawr i'r ddau dîm. Wel, mae rheolwr Penybont Rhys Griffiths wrth gwrs wedi cael ei wahardd yn ystod y gemau nesaf yma. Felly, mae is-rheolwr y tîm Owain Wallow wedi bod yn siarad gyda Ifan.
Well, Owain, a week on from that defeat against New Saints, how do you reflect on it?
Well, we've had some honest conversations this week, and we've addressed everything internally. We feel like we've prepared well, we've worked hard, and we've had a good response from the players and the group as a whole. And it's just about understanding the game plan and what we want to do and putting that into practice today. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to get back to winning ways and to show ourselves, basically, and to show the reflection of what we are and what we are as a football club.
Today, obviously, a big challenge. Again, like last week, Nomads today, what do you expect from them?
I expect a high level. They're obviously having a good season, but to be honest with you, every game at the moment is a difficult game. There are no easy games. We felt that way during phase 1 as well. So again, we're concentrating on ourselves. We've prepared ourselves. We've set the team up with the focus on ourselves. And hopefully, if we can follow the game plan, we can be competitive and get something out of it.
Diolch, Owain.
Thank you. Diolch.
Owain Wallow yn barod amdani felly, ac i ni bron yn barod I fynd fan hyn Penybont. And your usual reminder that we do have English language commentary available for this one. Mark Jonah Jones is alongside Kath Morgan. I'm sure they would love to have your company this afternoon. A fel ych chi'n gallu gweld, mae'r tîmau yn barod I fynd, felly draw a ni at ein tîm sylwebu ni Dylan Blaine sydd wrth ochr Ifan Gwilym.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Dragonbet Stadium in Bridgend, where Penybont entertain Connah's Quay Nomads in the Championship top 6 of the Cymru Premier League. Penybont are having a bumpy ride of late, having won just one of their last 8 games, but still stay in the top 3 of the league. While Connah's Quay, their visitors, are on a club record 16-game unbeaten run and look to warm favourites to finish in the runners-up spot behind almost champions-elect TNS. Wonderful weather, beautiful day, and a wonderful co-commentator this afternoon. Good afternoon, ex-Welsh international Kath Morgan.
Good afternoon, Mark. How are you? Nice to be here.
Wonderful morning, Kath. The weather's fine.
We will take this one. Absolutely fed up of being wet, but this is a wonderful surprise this morning.
And we hope the lads just produce that sort of sunshine football match for us, shall we say?
Yeah, you know, I think everybody got something to play for. Connah's Quay want to extend their run, and Penybont got a point to prove. So, yeah, you know, there's a lot going on for each camp, and I think it's a wonderful day for football, isn't it? You know, there's no complaints with the conditions here today.
Yeah, some people may, you know, just try and get it over to the viewers that positions in the top 6 do count because you get home advantage. You know, if you come 3rd and 4th, you may get home advantage in the first 2 playoff legs. So even though they could be on bad runs, every point counts up until the last game of the season.
Yeah, and also there's accountability for everybody involved. You know, they want to try and close that gap and prove that, you know, they can get out of this rut. And it's tough to do, but, you know, that's what they're paid for, and that's what spectators and supporters love to see.
Yeah, TNS have already won this weekend, winning 2-0 last night at Colwyn Bay. A smart victory for Haverfordwest last night, winning 3-0 against Bala. And a surprise result at the Kincoid campus, where Cardiff Met University drew 1-1 with bottom of the table Llanelli, who put in an encouraging performance last night. Warming up just in front of us, Connah's Quay in their red, shall we say, Liverpool-esque kit, and Penybont in a blue Chelsea-esque kit, shall we say.
It's going to be a great game.
Some key better teams in front of us there. Strong lineups on both sides. A couple of changes in the Penybont team, and you said the lineup, 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, 3 up top. I think I would be inclined to say Cathay will go more 3-5-2 in my eyes.
Yeah, out of possession especially, do you know what I mean? And when they got the ball, then they can just play. But they have to keep their structure and their discipline, I think, in defence.
Yeah, especially the Connah's Quay love their wide men. That's the Penybont lineup, and here is the Connah's Quay lineup on a 16-match unbeaten run. Almost the same with them. It's Callum Hughes and Rhys Hughes and Callum West are top 8 and 17. They go anywhere on the pitch. They are real good drifters, Kath.
Yeah, and I think also, you know, there's such a threat in behind there, but we spoke to John Disney before the game ourselves, and he talked about discipline and defensive work, so all those forward players have got a role to play.
Ethan Khan, Kath. Ethan?
Yeah, goal of the season. Yeah.
No, I don't think that's Ethan so far. I think Ethan Khan has just come from Llanelli, and he's looking to make his mark at Penybont. There's your goal of the season, man. Callum West could be in for a goal of the season because he scored a wonderful goal of the month.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, you know, I think Penybont understand there's so many threats out there, you know, so they got to keep him quiet today.
And the man in charge, Bryn Markham-Jones. It's superb 90 minutes, we hope, in front of us. Penybont versus Connah's Quay Nomads in the JD Cymru Premier Championship top 6. Nathan Wood pressing down the left back. So it's great touch inside from Hughes. Noah Edwards in midfield will be on the ball numerous times. Great touch from West. West. Woodcock running through the middle. Can Woodcock get there before Jones? Woodcock does get there. His first touch wasn't great. It was a promising start there.
Well, they show intent, don't they? You know what I mean? They've kicked off, they've won the first collision, and then they've managed to play down this left-hand side quite comfortably. Just a bad touch let him down, but, you know, Penybont are on the back foot straight away, so now it's about regrouping, settling and trying to win this first contact.
Luke Armstrong, on loan from Cardiff, taking the goal kick. Should be a battle against Khan and Ben Nash, I should imagine. It goes up, the first one. Nash with a towering header from the centre-back. It's knocked back in by Nathaniel Williams. Williams opts to go back to Armstrong. Armstrong again goes long. It's a good imposing centre-back, by the way, Nash, as you could see. He'd love it if that ball is delivered in the air to him all afternoon. Ash Baker, ex-TNS, tries to fire one down the outside. Khan will simply chase every ball possible up top. He's one of those centre forwards, almost like the lad Brentford got at the moment. He'll just chase anything up top, and just, he is nuisance value.
Yeah, but you put everybody under pressure, don't you? You're on edge then, because you're seeing him coming in, you know, and he's a willing runner.
Abdi Sharif. Ball taken away from him as Clayton Green gets his first touch and gets it wide. To Jacob Jones in for Quay Nomads this afternoon. Dan Cowan. Cook in midfield. Jacob Cook. Hughes likes a shot from anywhere. Hughes, he don't want to let him go too far. He gets a shot off. That's Rhys Hughes all over, and Penybont will have to be aware of that. If he picks that ball up, Kat, 30 to 40 yards out, it usually takes a touch and gets a shot off. Yeah,
well, you know, they've given him too much space, and no one's got, he's sat in that pocket, nobody's picked him up, and then obviously you're vulnerable for him to score.
And as we said at the start, Kat, he will drift off the wing and get into them positions as often as he can.
Yeah, and then it's about communication with the centre-backs and the midfielders, who's going to pick him up, you know?
Who's going to pick him up? Just a foul there, Sharif using his body, knocks over Miles Davis.
It's a clever one, to be fair.
There's not many footballers stand up for that personal battle anymore. Usually there's a touch and over you go, now we'll have the free kick instead, ref.
Yeah, and unfortunately the refs, you know, they give it, you know. Gone are the days where you used to just walk away.
It's direct in by Pritchard, flicked on by Edwards. The block by Max Woodcock helping out in defence. Owen Pritchard. Penybont with their first spell on the ball. Miles Davis wearing the captain's armband today. Davis most probably look for Billy Borge with a long throw. Does fire it in. Nash again climbs high to win the header. Woodcock, wonderful touch from Woodcock. Cook on the ball. Who can blame him? Who can blame him? He takes a pot from the halfway line. Maybe not as good as the goal Corey Shepherd scored for Haverfordwest earlier in the season, but well, he has a go.
Yeah, we heard the groans, didn't we? He just didn't catch it properly, but, you know, to see Armstrong off his line, yeah, you know, why not? You make the difference for your team, and you know, I think you have to be brave and you have to commit yourself and believe in yourself. So, yeah, if he'd have scored, we'd be saying something different.
Definitely. As the manager, I think you're looking on a youngster like that, young Cook, taking the gamble. Just unlucky they didn't connect as well as he wanted to. Armstrong to take the goal kick. Firing everyone wide, trying to avoid now. Miles Davis is a usual target. It's a great header from Sharif against Davis.
You know, you look at this pitch now. You can put a blanket over the players here. They're all, you know, snugged up on this left-hand side. Great discipline, no distances between units. That means that it's tough for Penybont to even get out.
There's a lot of key individual battles here this afternoon, and just be looking at one down in front of us now. The likes of Owen Pritchard against Noah Edwards. They'll tag each other all afternoon, I think. It looks like Clayton Green has tagged up with Cook in midfield. There's John Disney in view on a 16-match unbeaten run. Promising manager. Definitely a promising manager in his first season in charge. It's always a big ask. He was a great player for the Nomads, by the way. Played over 200 times for them. Headed back in by Davis. Pritchard will go back to Armstrong. Might be a little surprised to see, but after a 6-0 defeat last week, I can understand it, I think. Rhys Griffiths has most probably said to him, shall we just get out of our box and start playing at the other end? Do you get that, Kath?
Oh, yeah, you know, listen, you don't want a team running away with possession and scoring early goals.
Can closely marked by Declan Poole. Jones, Jacob Jones inside to Clayton Green. Green will try and get the cross in. Whips it across, is cut out. Poole hooks it clear. It's more promising from Penybont.
Yeah, just clear your lines, you know what I mean? For Connah's Quay, they've made now Penybont go all the way back to the halfway line. So it's good defending from them, but Penybont will try and maintain this possession.
Ash Baker will usually drop in and try and set it up. Goes back to Borge, and again he trusts Armstrong. Williams fires it forward, looking for Khan. Khan gets in a foot race, he'll be favourite. Green to Nathan Wood. Griffiths will be looking for Wood to produce something today. Has the ability to be a game changer at this level, having returned from Newport County. They're just showing the porter cabin up there, and we think that the Penybont manager, who's currently on a touchline ban, could be up there watching the game. Minutes go so quick, Kath, into the 8th minute already, and just boxing match so far, just sparring at the moment. Would you agree?
That's intriguing, you know what I mean? I mean, both sides are quite cautious, aren't they? But, you know, Connah's Quay for me look a little bit more composed on the ball. You know, there's a lot of arm flying around with Penybont, but Connah's Quay are calm.
Poole drives forward. Max Woodcock. It's an interesting one for me. They're playing Woodcock up top as the 9, the main man at 9. And it's so difficult to look after that ball against 2 or 3 centre-halves, you know. So I think they'll be playing for him just to be the touch-up stop instead of looking after it. Would you agree? Yeah,
well, they're looking for him to play people in, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? So, yes, he is the 9, but his role is probably to bring in anyone to the left and the right of him, play in that little box, really.
With almost one-touch passes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You have to make the ball move.
Declan Poole. Had a few chances last week, Poole. From the wing-back slot. Green hooks on. Khan. So clear. West, Callum West. Sharif. Bombs down the left-hand side. Cook gets it forward against the Sharif. It's great. The referee, has he given a foul? Surely. Or has he connected with the ball? The sunshine is glaring on our screen at the moment.
I still think, though, if you come from behind, for me, that would be a foul, but referee has not given that.
Gets the ball.
But from behind?
50-50. What's he given?
Nothing.
Throw in. He may feel a little hard done by there, Sharif.
Yeah, I'm not sure Sharif is going to be impressed with that one. You know, it could have been nasty.
Well, it's a free kick all day long, as you just said, Kath. You're not allowed to come from behind right through the player to get the ball anymore, but it was allowed. Corner, Rhys Hughes will whip this across the front. Hughes, first header, keeper elects to punch. It's punched well, but I think he had plenty of time to hold that one. Poole, 5 or 6 bodies still in the box. Gets it wide to Cook. West. Hughes loves to get a cut inside and whip one in. That's Hughes all day. What a big chance. No flag. Is it, as a referee, the linesman put up a flag on the far side? If he hasn't, that is a gilt-edged chance.
No, I think he's just got over the top of the ball, haven't he? You know, too easy cross there, nice and deep. He's just headed down. He's just come up over the ball. He's just got that wrong.
They don't get much better than that.
Oh, he's on his own.
It's almost, Kath, like a defensive header more than a finishing header.
Yeah, he just timed it wrong and he's got over
Max
the ball.
Woodcock.
Yeah, but great chance.
Superb. That's the ability Hughes has out wide. That's why he's most probably the top assist maker in the league this year. And John Disney will be disappointed that wasn't a goal assist, by the way. Woody Wiss. Khan with a great touch. Nathan Wood with a superb effort. I think is it Valentine's Day or lob a goal day?
Yeah, fair play. Again, you know, somebody who's looked up and saw the keeper off his line again, tried it again, very close.
Wasn't far off, you know. Good effort from Nathan Wood. Hughes passes back to the goalkeeper. Put both young goalkeepers on alert. Both 19 years of age.
It's great for him, isn't it?
Superb.
Great development. You know, what an opportunity to come and play against these type of oppositions week in, week out.
Yeah, and I must say I've watched them both this season. They're both good goalkeepers, Luke Armstrong and Kit Magnuson, with great futures ahead of them, hopefully. Nash. Cook. Poole. A Cook back on the ball again from Poole, and it goes back to Poole. West will wait outside. Just drops his shoulder usually. It's a decent ball, edge of the box again. Hughes looking for Sharif outside. It's very interesting, Kath, how well Hughes comes off and makes that, you know, extra infield player, which then overloads the midfield.
But also, he's got that acceleration, so you think there's nothing going to come of it. But his first 2 or 3 steps from the acceleration creates a problem, and he always gets past that first defender.
Well, the goal kick from Luke Armstrong. Was that you or me who was going to head that one, Kath?
Yeah, well, me, I think.
West. Green. Jacob Jones. So if you've been defeated by a big score the week before, Kath, even though it's TNS and in a 6-0 scoreline, is one of your words in the team talk or in your coaching talk set, oh, let's get over the first 15 minutes without giving a goal away, you know, the first 15 to 20 minutes?
I just think you've got to get back to basics, you know what I mean? Do the right things, be accountable, win your 1v1 battles, you know, make good decisions. It's hard, mentally it's tough. But, you know, that's what you're paid to do, Mark. And
yeah.
you have to get over these things.
Hughes drives it inside. Pritchard being closed down. Owen Pritchard.
I thought Sharif was going to come in on the wrong side then and take him out.
Well,
good discipline, though.
Very good discipline. Mal Davis, no doubt, still one of the main men in this league. Superb athlete and a great footballer.
And he's been a great servant, hasn't he? You know, and I'm sure he's helped so many young players, you know, develop with his career.
Cymru Premier top 6. Is foul throw, I think it shall have to be taken again. Sharif with a foul throw. The referee right on the mark, and the assistant linesman. Davis. Davis fires it long. Headed out by Nash. Knocked forward by Jones. Great header from Borge, comes through two midfielders. Determined to win the first header. As you said, Kat, do your jobs. Foul throw. Oh, foot up, definitely.
Playground throw in that.
Yeah, definitely. Hooked forward by Khan.
I just don't see how Penybont at the minute, Mark, are threatening Connah's Quay. Do you know what I mean? I just feel that everything's under control. You know, nobody's concerned about when, you know, the front three get the ball. Yeah, very, very controlled.
Cook, wide to West. Cook. Sharif is coming inside a hell of a lot off the wing-back slot and delivering again. Hughes drives it inside. Noah Edwards with the touch. Miles Davis with the clearance. Nathan Wood. Hughes gets away with a straight pass there. Hughes, I think, is showing the most influence in the game so far, Kat.
Well, they don't know how to deal with him. That's the beauty of that player. He sits in that pocket. Nobody goes with him. There's no communication. And he's so influential.
Nash. Just looking to get involved. Hughes inside to Edwards. Edwards is one of the midfielders in this league who works his socks off. Talking in work ratio, he must be right near the top in midfielders in this league. Always looking for the ball.
Yeah, but he's reliable, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? So, you know, you can give him the ball, there's no panic, and he'll deliver.
I think every team needs one of them players, Kath. Always eager. He'll take it in any situation.
Listen, I played with Jane Ludlow, Wendy Riley years ago. These players, you know, they make the team tick.
Just comfortable. Corner comes over. Short corner is hooked clear. Ethan Khan hooks it clear. Poole. West fires it inside to Woodcock. Will it go behind for a corner or will it be kept in? It's kept in by Armstrong. Oh, the flag's going up. Interesting. Well, you're on VAR, Kat.
Ooh, Armstrong.
I don't think we're going to get a great look at it, you know, because we got the wrong angle. Is this in or out?
Well, he's miles away, the lines. I think he's just hit the line and bounced back in. I think Armstrong has got every right to question that decision because the
linesman 60, 70 yards away.
Yeah, as are we.
Whipped across to the back post, headed clear. Ash Baker heads it clear. Noah Edwards. Back to Poole. The big men still up. Jones, Cowan and Nash. Edwards surely must deliver now. Not the worst cross either. Decent header away by Woodwis. Had to win the header before he went to the back post. Khan against Nash again. Sharif. It's good hunting by the right back. Miles Davis closed his man down really well and just edged it out of play. I've seen Abdi Sharif really come on this season. He's a good player.
Yeah, he looks confident. He's quick, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? And as a left wing back, he's more of an attacking player, really. You know what I mean? He's his first thought is to go forward. Him and Declan Poole are always pushing forward, and that's that's the manager giving you the license to go forward. And he's athletic enough to do it. You know what I mean? So if he does lose the ball, then you know he's got the legs to get back. Woodwis with a header. Yeah, referee is not really interested in any late tackles, is he, today? I mean, you've got to be careful there, you know what I mean? Don't let too much go. Perhaps he's given a little bit of love to the players on Valentine's Day, as I said earlier, Kat. I don't think they're keen. Ooh, another one. There's a few tackles going in right below us here, you could even hear.
And that's the first reaction. Davis left one in, shall we say, on Nash then. Poole.
I can't talk. I used to do that straight away.
Yeah, seen you once or twice, Kat. Goalkeepers, as per first 20 minutes, with all the ball both sides have had, haven't been put under any pressure at all as yet. One punch away from Luke Armstrong was all.
It's cagey, innit? It's cagey.
It's very cagey. It's the top 6.
You know, the call was hold it. He can't hold that. Do you know what I mean? It's come up to his waist. Delivery has to be better.
Sharif drives down the left-hand side. Not much room down there.
Yeah, no, I mean, we've seen him come inside so many times and he's just picked the wrong option.
There's Poole, Declan Poole. As I said, key player for Connah's Quay. One of the players who's usually in the starting lineup every week. Ex-Everton and Wigan. Plenty of footballing ability. Nash trying to go backwards. It'll be closed down. Kicked away by Magnuson straight to Owen Pritchard. Ash Baker sees somebody there that nobody else seen. I don't think it's gone straight behind.
Yeah, and Marguson will be disappointed with that clearance. That's a poor clearance, really. He's put their team under pressure. You know, could he have opened up and gone the other side there? Just be a little bit more composed on the ball. He did have time.
Penybont played 24, won 11, drawn 6, lost 7. They're in 3rd place in the league. Connah's Quay played 24, won 14. They've only lost 3 in them 14 games. And as we said earlier on, are on a run of 16 games unbeaten, which is a club record. And that includes the likes when Andy Morrison was manager and John Disney was, not John Disney, Neil Gibson was manager. So it's a great run to be on. And they're looking to prolong it this afternoon. Nash. Free kick given this time. Davis again on Sharif. Perhaps he said he let one go, Kath, and it's about time he started giving a couple.
Yeah, he's changing his tune now. But, you know, to be fair to Sharif, he's had his fair share of late tackles. Just got to basically safeguard the players.
Hughes or West. Both over the ball. Had to be Hughes. Didn't get enough elevation on it. Davis clears. Poole. When that ball's knocked out, Kath, from defence, most probably for the first time in about 12 months, we've seen, if you watch a Premier League football, obviously you do, and most of the followers, Chelsea, 3 players forward this week, and every time this ball's getting knocked out from Penybont, because of the 10-man defence, it's coming straight to Connah's Quay and back it goes. Do you see that changing again in the future?
Well, the thing is that there's so many trends in there, do you know what I mean, now, and everybody seems to be following that, but we'll see it come full circle again, Mark, I reckon.
Hughes, Woodcock. I think he's asked a little bit too much of Woodcock, yeah. Knocked it in behind.
And it's a straight ball, so it's a difficult one there.
Clayton Green. Wow. Good stuff, Clayton. The treble, keep up on the run. Perhaps he's been to soccer school in the week and picked up a few tips. Brilliant.
That don't win you games, though.
He'll enjoy that, Clayton. Wales versus France in the rugby.
Yeah, watch behind the sofa, I would.
Yeah, we're watching behind the sofa, but we're watching with Welsh heart, and hey, there's been surprises in the past. I think the stats, Kath, a 40-point start you could get for Wales. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm working tomorrow. I won't be watching.
Well done. Poole. Good luck anyway to Steve Tandy and the lads. West. This boxing match is still getting a bit scruffier.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed that the tempo slowed down quite a lot. I mean, it suits Connah's Quay, but I don't think it suits Penybont.
Are you saying you think Connah's Quay take the point?
No. I think they'll push for the win, but right now they're just lulling them into a slower tempo because Connah's Quay, I think, got a little bit more quality and they look for that goal, but they're not concerned at all, and I can understand why, because Penybont are just not playing with intent.
Ben Nash back across. James Jones playing in the centre of defence this afternoon. Cohen. May get the free kick. No, referee says play on. It's good defending from Clayton Green as he fires it forward to the lone man again. Hardest job on the pitch this afternoon, no doubt, Kat.
Yeah.
Centre forward Ethan Khan.
Yeah, Khan. He's done well, but he's always got two around him, so therefore you need to mix that up a little bit, because he knows he's going to win the first contact, but then he's going to lose it.
And by the look of it, when he does get that first or second touch, because there's nobody making runs in front of him, he can only go backwards. "26 minutes on the clock. Penybont 0, Connah's Quay Nomads 0 in the JD Cymru Premier Championship playoff. Cook, Edwards, West, Hughes drops his shoulder, puts Sharif, and he'll get a free cross this time. Sharif with the cross, goes to the back post, over the top of everybody. West, flying arm, catches the defender in the face, but he plays on. I'm really pleased he hasn't gone down there, the defender. That's good stuff from Baker. You see so many go down.
Yeah, he had a word with him, mind, but
he's had a word.
It was accidental. Yeah.
He's done his job and got on with it. If he goes down, he could have, the team could have scored against him. So that's good stuff from Baker. Hughes, right in front of us. The switch was on, unbelievably. Well, no, out of the ones I've seen this week on telly, Kath, to me that could be a foul.
I think it was a foul.
Yeah.
But the lino's there.
Right there.
Why don't they call that? That frustrates me when they allow the referee to do it when he's 30 yards away. What's their job? I haven't got good history with linos.
Behave yourself, Kat. You're on commentary. You're not on that pitch now. There's a little bit of fun and games going off the ball, but not so much dynamic action at the moment, which we must be honest, we expected. These are top three teams, second and third in the Cymru Premier League. The shadow boxing still continues. Nobody having a real go. And knockout blow is still missing, Kat.
Yeah, I totally agree. I just think it's patient play, but it's safe. One team needs to get at them, and then the game will open up.
And we were lucky enough, Kat, to speak to both sets of coaches and managers at the beginning, and the amount of preparation they're going into. We're talking about these teams now. Connah's Quay travelled down this morning, and even in the hotel they told us they have 45 minutes films of one certain act of the game, and then they had their breakfast or something, and then another half an hour on set plays. Incredible at this standard of football. And it's just to let people know they're almost like full-time teams, championship teams, football league teams, with the sort of things that are going on now in the Cymru Premier League.
But I just think as well, it's the quality of the coaching staff as well, and the detail, and what John Disney was saying to us is that the accountability lies with the players, so they'll give them all the preparation necessary, all the information, all the detail, and if somebody is accountable for that, they call them out on it. It's a responsibility. So I think it's a wonderful...
Yeah, it was a good chat.
Yeah, it was. It was in very, very good insight for us.
Yeah, and it just goes to show, you have to have the professional licence, UEFA professional licence to be managing or coaching in this league. The game and our chat about meeting managers earlier before the game, Kath, may sum up the game at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. You know, ooh.
Great header, superb defensive header.
I just think the Connah's Quay feel as if they're not going to lose this game, but they got to be patient. For Penybont, I think they take a point, obviously, you know, but they don't seem to be looking to threaten. And for me, it's not as if they feel confident they can break them down.
Yeah, which sums up 30 minutes of play, no goalkeepers making a save so far. Sharif gets a flick in, could be now. Edwards, what a great save from Armstrong. We talked about no chances. Edwards drove into the box. Good pass from Sharif. Edwards gets a shot off. It's a great save from Luke Armstrong.
Yeah, well, Sharif, to be fair, he's made sure he's got that ball back, and it's a whip shot in, low and hard, and Armstrong has done really well.
Changes his body angle from left to right brilliantly here. Great save. It was flying in the bottom of the net, Kath.
Yeah.
First real chance of the game. Drops to Noah Edwards. Flashes the shot off. But it's a great save.
Here we go.
Woodcock. Flag goes up.
Yeah, he's a yard off there. He's just timed that wrong, but at least they know that that ball has got to him, so they'll be looking now. They could kind of change that and look to play a little bit more direct. Yeah, great ball in. What a ball. He's just gone a little bit too early, hasn't he? Great.
Just a yard or two in it.
Yeah, great first touch. He'll give them confidence, you know what I mean? He'll give them confidence to try that again.
In the Cymru Premier South last night, Cam Bryan winning well and Trevelyan winning. They look two certainties for the top two places to come in. 3 teams joining, by the way, to let everybody know, from the Cymru North and South this season. Cymru Premier going from 12 to 16 next season. Interesting and exciting, Kath, I hope.
Yeah, you know, it's good for those clubs. They've worked hard and they've been consistent for a long, long time in those leagues. They've got an opportunity now to compete against the best.
Nash knocked back in. Green flicks the header on. Khan tries to knock it wide. Green. Any battles, one-to-one battles in midfield, Green usually the favourite. Khan. Nathan Wood. Centre forward outside him. Yeah, he's whipped it across the front. Just flashed across the front and Clayton Green couldn't get on the end of the cross. Unfortunately for Khan, he was out on the wing.
Yeah, trying to do 2 jobs, to be fair, but it was a great ball in.
Margerson comes and collects. It's just starting to liven up a bit, Kath. The last 6 or 7 minutes has got sharper, faster, and a couple of chances.
Yeah, and I think Penybont, asking for a foul there. Referees ignored it. But certainly for Penybont, they will feel as if, you know, they're getting now somewhere. But like I say, cannot be in 2 places. He needs support around him.
Cowan. Jones gets it wide to Nash. Penybont drop into their 5-3-2 system, and you could just put a pin on any player there, knowing where they're going to be. Davis. Khan's first touch. You'll want to run him. Tries to get there. 3 defenders against 1. Gives him very little chance of sustaining the attack. Davis. Khan. Great play from Khan. Oh, Miles Davis had just strayed offside. It was great hold-up play there from the centre forward.
Yeah, Connah's Quay just got their timings wrong there, didn't they? You know, they were a little bit 6s and 7s, not really sure who to go with. But that's proved, when you move the ball quickly, then that causes problems for Connah's Quay. But, you know, they need to do that a little bit more, Penybont.
Yeah, and Davis gave Khan the support he needed.
Yeah, and we've waited 35 minutes for that, so they can do it, you know what I mean?
Nash. Hughes again back inside Edwards. Eyed up the crossfield ball. Didn't connect at all. Referee says play on with pushing the back. Jones to Nash. Hughes.
Water pass by Sharif there, one touch.
Hughes, I think, goes for the wonder ball. He gets his team a corner. I mean, the square ball was on, but he went for the big switch.
Yeah, you know, I think they'll want to capitalise now. You know, it'd be a great time for Connah's Quay to try and get the first goal here. You know, 10 minutes before half-time. Yeah, they haven't really threatened, you know, in around set pieces, and you know, it's an opportunity for them to try and get ahead now. Yeah.
Well, they'll have plenty of height in the boxes. Cohen, Jones and Nash go up. It'll be whipped underneath the bar, most probably by Cook. West takes the corner, not Cook, sorry. Oh. He looked to have gone too soon, but he makes a great recovery there in Armstrong.
You were right, though. What a delivery. Absolutely on the money there. Right. So difficult. So many bodies in the box.
He may have misjudged it, Kath, but I think we've got to give a little bit of credit. What a recovery there from Armstrong.
Yeah, he was submerged, wasn't he? You know, by players. He's done well.
Rhys Hughes look to do the same thing. Edge of the box is Poole. Somebody will have to come out and pick up Declan Poole. It goes to Poole. Whips it in with his left foot, chance. Woodcock hooks it forward. Pushing it back by Edwards, not given. Don't know whether he twisted his own knee there by the look of it. I think he's screaming as well. Hopefully he gets up.
Well, in fairness, you know, good play by Penybont.
Yeah, very sporting.
Yeah, calling a physio straight on, saying there's a problem here.
I think they may have heard him screaming. Or his ankle? Has he landed on his...
I think he has, you know.
It looks like his left ankle as he lands. Noah Edwards. Oh, he's gone right over on it.
That's full body weight as well. That's a nasty one, yeah.
As you say, he's all action. He's all over the place. He challenges for every ball. But I think he'll do well after seeing the replay to get up from this one.
Yeah, you worry about ligament damage, don't you, there, John?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, going straight through the body.
Physio's on. And this is almost a new part of the game as well now, Kath. Any time there's an injury, one may take a minute or two. Over they come. 10 and 10. So they can have another meeting for a minute or two. Very close on half time. I think had it been 44, 43 minutes, they might have taken him off to have a look at him.
Yeah.
But he may have to make a decision here, or the physiotherapist may have
to
make a decision here.
I'm not sure if it's knee or ankle, but what happens is you feel in your mind, I can run this off. But as soon as you come back on, you quickly realise that you lost your mobility. But let's see.
He is that type of player, Kath. He gives everything, this boy. You'll want to stay on.
Yeah. I know, but not to the detriment of his... You know
no, that's where you've got to make decisions.
Yeah. But and as well, it can be shock on it. When it happens and you get a little bit frightened, you think, ooh, yeah, it's his knee. So
it is his knee by the look of it,
yeah. Knee, and his ankle took all the impact, but might have hyperextended.
Well, I think this... by half-time, you'll know whether he's good enough for the second half, Kath. Would you agree?
Agree, 100%, yeah.
5 or 6 minutes to go. Rhys Hughes in view. In TNS's 2-0 victory last night. The league top scorer. Added another 2 goals. Jordan Williams, who got 22 goals now, is absolutely flying at TNS. The next to him is 10 goals below. And Jordan Williams at TNS, by the way, is a winger. Was a transformed centre forward from winger in the last year or two by Craig Harrison. So that's one of the main reasons why TNS are 10 points clear at the top. West. Baker to Hughes. Hughes. Out of play. 40 minutes on the clock. Edwards back on.
Gingerly though, isn't he?
Yeah, it looks like he's just trotting at the moment. He's not at full gallop there. Sharif. It's got to go in. People in the box waiting for it. It's got to go in, and it goes. Armstrong. Both goalkeepers have great height. 6'2", 6'3" goalkeepers. Not the greatest kick there from Armstrong. Can Davis keep it in? He flicks the header on, out of play. Armstrong disappointed with his kick. Sharif. Woodcock. Interesting, Kath, with young Max Woodcock. They say he's from Crew Alexander. He's played early on in the season. He was really busy as an 11, playing in a position that Rhys Hughes is playing in now. You go up top by yourself, so much tougher. You've got to have a strong mentality. What has he had? Has he had about 5 or 6 touches? Whereas if he's on the wing, he might get 20 to 25 touches.
Yeah, and I think he's probably just being, you know, sacrificed for the team and for the individuals in that team. So, you know, I'm sure that everybody's understanding of it, but for him it's probably frustration that he can't really get on the ball.
One of the toughest jobs in football, Kat, is the lone striker. In these new systems now, wing backs, and you really got to look after it every time it comes up, and you're usually 1 against 2 all the game. Shot across, kick, Magason gets hold of it. Cowan. Wide to Poole. Sunshine breaking through again. Wonderful weather in South Wales. Hope it's the same all over Wales today. It's been a long wait.
Yeah. Web feet, I think we call it.
Jones gets it wide. Good tackle from Nathaniel Williams. Ex-Taunton and Western Supermare. It's got too much on it.
Straight ball again. You know, you can't do anything with a straight ball. It has to be at an angle to give him a little bit of hope there. Yeah, I'm looking at Edwards now. He's not comfortable on that knee, you know.
Sure, he'll have a thorough look at it at half-time. Callum West hasn't got on the ball, I don't think, as much as he would have wanted to either. Sometimes we got to be brutally honest, Kath. And this 45 minutes with a minute and a half to go definitely hasn't been what the type of game we thought it would be. It's been almost you know, there's something missing. You said early on. It's
like a stalemate, isn't it? I mean, yeah. Like, you know, yeah. I'm not sure. But
are they both prepared for the point?
Yeah, there's no tempo in it for me. There's a lack of tempo, lack of intent.
Sharif heads it out.
You know, sometimes for me, when a team travels overnight, stays overnight, different beds, I know it sounds silly, but the reality is your routine is affected by that. You know what I mean? And could that be it? Penybont don't want to lose the game. That's their first mindset, I think. So, yeah, it probably leans into that, but I'm hoping we'll have a game of 2 halves here, that the second half will be a lot better.
Penybont have conceded most goals in the top 6, 37, which is a lot. Which gives them a -1 goal average at the moment, which is very surprising for a team in 3rd place. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, and today, you know, you wouldn't actually say that, would you?
No, because
you know,
they've reset well.
Yeah.
If you're a Penybont fan and you've been beaten last week heavily and you've reset against a team who are on a 16-match unbeaten run, you're most probably taking a point. Davis, we're going to get him behind. West gets the first header. Nathan Wood run outside by Pritchard. He's giving him a lot to do. I think he should have gone in. Edwards makes the tackle. Sharif tries to spin back. Nathan Wood put pressure on him. Miles Davis may try the long throw here, you know. It's in his territory. We should know if Billy Borge pushes right up, maybe the clock is going against him. Sharif, again, long throw territory. How about the throw in Thursday night, the Brentford long throw, Kath? That is some throw, eh?
They've all got it, you know what I mean? They've
Textbook
all got
long
it,
goal.
yeah, in their armour now. It's a big tactical, isn't it, influence?
Cannot be the target. Borge has gone up as well. What a time to get a goal this would be for Penybont. Davis will fight it in as far as he can. Headed away, edge of the box. It's bobbling around. Strong challenge from Borge. Davis puts it to the far post. Wood in a handball from Jones will be given against him. Accidental maybe, but it's in a key position. That's why the referee is giving the handball. I don't think it's intentional.
Great bowling from Davis there. Absolute wonderful goal. But, you know, John Disney spoke to us before about set pieces and how they were really concentrating on defending set pieces. That's not that convincing for me there. The ball is bobbling around. Just clear your lines. Win the first contact.
Penybont 0. Quay Nomads 0 at the Dragonbet Stadium. We spoke at the beginning about the wonderful sunshine. Can it be added to by the players? As yet, it hasn't arrived, but we look for it to arrive in the second 45 minutes. Thanks, Kath, for the first 45. There's Noah Edwards going off. I'm sure he'll be checked at half-time. Half-time score, Penybont 0, Quay Nomads 0. We look forward to seeing you again in the second period.
Diolch yn fawr iawn i'n tîmau sylwebu ni, fyddai a Dylan Blaen yn dadansoddi popeth o'r hanner cyntaf yna yn y man. Ond yn gyntaf, nithwr yn uwch gyngrair Cymru, mi oedd na 2 gêm arall, a dyma be ddigwyddodd.
Williams yn chwilio am gymorth. Rhyw booth am y Coli Power oedd yna. Joe Lloyd rwan ar ergyd. O, ergyd wych gan Joe Lloyd i'r gornel isa. Ychydig dros 6 munud wedi chwarae. Joe Lloyd. Bwled a ergyd i'r gornel. Coli Power mewn i'r canol. Y peniad allan gan Matthew Chubb. O, at Power. A'r croesiad yn un dofn tro yma. Teg at Joe Cronin ar y postyn bella. O'r peniad yna. Heibio'r postyn yn y diwedd. Rhwng Landwy. Allan ar y chwith. Chwilio ymle groesi mae o. Sean Cronin oedd yno ar peniad. Dal yn y cwrt Cosby, Llanelli trio clirio. Jasper Payne, ergyd isel Payne! I'r gornel, bella. A Met Caerdydd yn gyfartal. Ergyd dda gan Jasper Payne.
Not yn hir. O, mae reit drwodd at Aman, ac yna, Corey Shepherd, a dyma Kenneth yn gorffen. Ac o ddim ar adael gleision wedi sgorio. Aman a Corey Shepherd yn cael y cyfleoedd cynta, ac yna'r bêl yn torri, a Kyle Kenneth sy'n rhwydo. A Hwlffordd yn edrych i ddyblu mantais yn gyflym. A Bruzy tuag at Kenneth. Edrych i ddyblu mantais yn gyflym. A Bruzy tuag at Kenneth. A dyma Shepherd! Mae'n bollten arall. Gôl wych arall gan seren yr adar gleision, Corey Shepherd. Amen. Dyma Corey Shepherd sy'n y cwrt Cosby. Mae'n y gyfle i ergydio. Bêl yn torri'n garedig a Bruzy. Ac yna Corey Shepherd. Ac yn y diwedd mae Shepherd yn gorffen ail gôl yn noson I Cori Shepherd, y drydydd i'r adar gleision. Tair gôl ar 3 phwynt nawr yn saff.
O, camgymeriad gan y golwr Alex Brown, a mae di'n neud I fyny am hwnna. Brown, oedd o'n ffodus yn y diwedd. Holden chodi fyny tuag at Brobl ar y postyn pella. Brobl, cael ei wynebu gan Ford, chwilio fynd yn gynnar. Rwan mae'n mynd ar draws y cwrt. 6 a Jordan Williams. Prif sgoriwr uwch gyngor Cymru. Brobl yn thynnu ar draws y corridor yn sicrwydd a neb ar gyfil. Jordan Williams I basio'r bêl I mewn. Hwna ty cefn I Bodnam yn ras I Jordan Davies mae'n cyrraedd na flaen. O'r gorisiad ar draws y cwrt 6. Mae'n taro'r traws, dod I ar Harrison Magai. Holden. Sodliad I lwybr Owen. So gyfal mae'r ail o yma. Tackle A. Gan Ethan Roberts. Cyril rhaid fod y males. Megin Corsmotin. Cyril mewn yn hwyr. Brobl yn erbyn Brown. O dan y golwr yr athi fod yn mynd y ffordd cywir.
Ac allwch chi weld gweddill uchafbwyntiau gemer penwythnos nos yfori am 5 munud wedi 10 ac unwaith eto nos Fawrth am hanner awr wedi 6 ar S4C. Felly stym esgus I gadw llyged ar bopeth sy'n digwydd yng Nghynghreiriau Domestig Cymru dros y penwythnos. Reit Dylan Blaen, mae'n ddisgwr fan hyn rhwng Penybont a Quay Connah benestri o'r hanner cyntaf.
Ie, mae'n gêm digon tactegol, hynny di. Ni'n gweld y systemau felly yn caslo I gilydd allan. Quay Connah sydd wedi cael yn amlwg y cyfleoedd gorau, ond bydd Penybont digon parod dwi'n credu. Bydd Rhys Griffiths weddol hapus a beth mae wedi gweld, yn wedi gyda'r rhediad maen nhw wedi bod arno, a di ildio sut gymaint o goliau wrthos diwetha. Bydd e'n hapus yn amlwg yn mynd mewn I hanner amser heb ildio gyda'r llechen lan na, ac sicrhau hwnna diwedd y gêm bydd e dan bwysig iddo fe.
Nawr, wnaethon ni drafod cyn y gêm, ond Rhys Hughes, Dylan, unwaith eto, I ni'n gallu gweld just faint o ddylanwad mae fe'n cael ar y gêm, faint o ddylanwad mae fe'n cael o ran ymosod Quay Connah. Mae fe wedi bod yn briliant season hyn heddi.
Ydy, mae arbennig yn edrych. Gwelwn ni hwnna, yn y munud gyntaf fi'n credu y sgil na, ti'n gwybod dangos faint o hyder y da fe. Ni'n gweld e fan hyn, dod bant o'r asgell, mewn i'r pocedi yna, ffeindio'r gwagle, cael y bel a unwaith mae'n redeg at y tîm, mae'n sicr o fygythiad yn di, a ti'n goffa fod yn ofalus. Fan hyn wedyn aros allan ar yr asgell, a bob tro, ar y tro dde yna, croesiad mewn, gormod o le gan Woodcock fan hyn yn y Cwd Cosby, a ti'n bod ar ôl hwn nath Penybont gwella, ond yn sicr oedd nhw'n edrych ar ei gilydd fyna I gweld pwy oedd y marcio Woodcock. Ie,
fi'n teimlo fel bod na amddiffynwyr yn y gyngrair yn colli cwsg dros tred o Rhys Hughes tymor yma. 24 o goliau mae fe wedi cyfrannu o ran I Quay Connah tymor yma. Dim ond Jordan Williams o'r Seinti Newydd sydd wedi cyfrannu a sgorio mwy. Felly mae Rhys Hughes, mae fe'n dipyn o dalent. A wedyn ni, rhywun arall yn hym Quay Connah heddi Dylan sydd wedi dal ein sylw ni yw Noah Edwards. Gath e gyfle a hefyd fi'n siŵr bod yna bach o ryddhad bod e dal ar y ca achos o ti'n poeni bach am y ffordd ddath e lawr ar ei benglinau.
Do, ie, pam glanio dde, o'n i'n teimlo bod ei benglinau wedi mynd allan o'i lle yn weddol anodd fyna, oedd yn okay, sydd yn dda I weld. Ond fan hyn ni'n gweld yn cyrraedd y Cwd Cosby ar yr amser cywir. Ti'n bod mae'n chwaraewr sydd lan a lawr, box I fox, a fan hyn yn achosi broblemau I Penybont, ond arbediad gwych fan hyn gan Armstrong. Ti'n bod mae'n neud yn dda Edwards ar draws y golwr, ond y golwr yn gyflym eto ar yr ail bêl fyna.
Pwy ti'n credu Dylan fydd y rheolwr hapusa hanner amser? Achos I ti'n teimlo bosib Quay Connah dylsen nhw wedi cael gôl fach yn yr hanner cyntaf yna?
Ie, ti'n teimlo, nhw sydd wedi cael cyfleo'n gorau. Ti'n bod y ddwy gyfle ni wedi gweld fyna, reynaw'r cyfleo'n gorau yn y gêm. Dyw Penybont heb achosi unrhyw broblemau enfawr I Quay Connah, ond ni wedi bod yn sôn am beth i'r rhediadau yma. Bydd Rhys Griffiths digon parod oherwydd y rhediad maen nhw arno, a wedyn ni John Disney, ti'n bod bydd e digon parod o ran rai o'r faint o feddiant maen nhw wedi cael. Beth bydd e'n edrych am yw pan maen nhw'n cael y meddiant na lan y ca, yw bod nhw'n medru cael West, Hughes, Woodcock mewn I safleoedd fwy peryglus yn y trydydd olaf o'r ca yma, fel bod nhw'n achosi bach mwy o broblemau. Felly, fi'n credu fydd y ddoi rheolwr yn weddol hapus ar hyn o bryd, ond gwelwn ni wythnos nesaf o ran nath Penybont ildio'n gyflym ar ôl rhaid hanner, felly na beth yw ddisgwrsio yn ystod hanner amser bys ni'n gweud.
Fi'n credu yn peth eitha diddorol o ran Penybont ar hyn o bryd yw falle'r diffyg arweinwyr sydd yn y tîm. Cyn Owen ar y fain ceddi, sdim Chris Venables, a ti'n teimlo ar y deg yn erbyn y seintiau newydd. Hefyd, y rheolwr Rhys Griffiths wedi i wahardd. Weithiau ti'n cael y teimlad, maen nhw'n edrych rownd a maen nhw'n edrych am yr arweiniad yna.
Ie, ond wedyn ti yn meddwl yn byti, unwedig yn y hanner gyntaf yna, Clayton Green Ashbaker yn canol y can, nhw yn allweddol, a gyda'r y rheolaeth yn y canol y can yna, maen nhw'n edrych fel arweinwyr sydd yn mynd i fod holl bwysig. Ond ti hefyd yn edrych ar y chwaraewyr fwy ifanc falle i camu lan, na beth sy'n bwysig fyd, mae angen i nhw gyd i'n amlwg i sticio gyda gilydd, ond bwysig bod y chwaraewyr ifanc falle yn camu lan fyd, a bod nhw'n arddangos ac yn dangos y pwysigrwydd o sicrhau bod pob un o gwmpas nhw yn neud i swyddi, a maen nhw wedi, yn gyfan gwbl, maen nhw wedi wneud weddol yn y hanner gyntaf yna.
O sôn am chwaraewyr ifanc Dylan, achos o un Dylan i Dylan arall, achos wythnos diwetha es i gael sgwrs fach gyda un o ser tîm Cymru wrth iddyn nhw baratoi ar gyfer gemau ail gyfle Cwpan y Byd, Dylan Lola.
Pan i ti'n edrych nôl ar y 12 mis diwetha, i ti cweit yn gallu credu faint mae dy fywyd i wedi newid?
Na, dim lot, mae wedi bod yn athagoel. A dechrau tamor, dwi ddim yn expecto hyn, ond mae wedi bod yn wych, wedi joio pob munud a gobeithio mwy i dod.
Pan o ti'n tyfu lan, pwy oedd y chwaraewyr o ti'n watching ar y teledu a ti'n meddwl, fi moyn bod fel fi?
Credu'r un amlwg yw Aaron Ramsey. Yn amlwg, eith ni i'r un ysgol, so hyd yn oed yn ysgol gynradd. Pan di chwarae pêl-droed mas ar iard, it was Aaron Ramsey shoots and scores, a the two of it yn meddwl, so A wedyn pan amlwg pan ti'n mynd i Cymru, chi'n siarad amdano mwy a mwy, a mae jyst yn clas a rhywun fi'n edrych lan i pan o'n i'n chwarae pêl-droed.
Pa fath o sgyrsiau ti wedi cael gyda fe? Wedi rhoi unrhyw gyngor i ti o gwbl?
Mae'r profiadau mae'n paso lawr i chi a y pointers mae'n rhoi i chi, maen nhw jyst yn clas. Hyd yn oed pan cymerfa rôl yr hyfforddwr ar diwedd y tamor diwethaf, fydde'n jyst mor dda, rhywbeth chi'n dysgu eisiau gymaint o rhywun fel yna.
Syrthio o'r bencampwriaeth yn siom enfawr i'r clwb, ond mae chwarae yn yr adran gyntaf di agor cymaint o ddrysau i chwaraewyr ifanc fel ti. Oedd e'n tamor wael, tamor diwethaf, ond fi'n credu bach o reset o beth oedd angen arno'r clwb, a yn amlwg fel ti wedi dweud, mae chwaraewyr ifanc wedi camu mewn, a ni gyd yn joio, ni gyd wedi chwarae gyda'n gilydd ers beth fel yn the nines, felly mae'n bach yn pinch me moment pan ti'n cerdded mas i Stadiwm Caerdydd gyda nhw, ond pan ti'n gweld rhywun fel Ruben Colwell yn dod trwy, mae'n clas, a mae'n ysbrydoli chi fel chwaraewyr yn y academy, a i fi bod yn rhan o'r crop nesaf, mae jyst yn eto bach o pinch me moment. Siwr mae Brian Barry Murphy yn cymharu gyda Craig Bellamy wedyn ni, achos fi'n teimlo fel o'r tu fas, mae syniadau y ddoi nhw'n eitha tebyg o ran fel maen nhw moyn chwarae.
Mae'r ffordd maen nhw'n gweld y gêm mor debyg fel ti wedi dweud, a mae'r un ffordd dwi'n gweld y gêm, so mae'n hawdd i chwarae dan rhywun fel yna. Fel dwi wedi sôn am BBM, a mae Craig yr un peth. If you're good enough, you're old enough yw'r mindset sydd gyda nhw, a fel chwaraewyr ifanc, it gives you that bit of hope yn enwedig yn yr academy, a fel ti'n gallu gweld gyda fi a Ronan a Joel a Charlie a Kai, a mae rester yn mynd ymlaen, ond fel chwaraewyr ifanc, mae'n wych i fod yn rhan o set-up fel yna, a fel dwi'n dweud, if you're good enough, you're old enough. Mas in Kazakhstan, it just felt like I got thrown in, because I didn't expect him o'r ffordd.
Ges ti ser yn y gêm yna hefyd. Beth yw dy atgofion di o'r diwrnod, pryd nes ti ffindo mas bod ti'n mynd i fod yn chwarae ac ati?
O'n i ffindo mas y tîm y diwrnod cyn, a nes i edrych ar rest o'r ifanc i ddechrau, i fel os oedd fi wedi cyrraedd y ifanc. A o'n i ddim fanna, so I was like, oh no, gutted, out the squad, ond, is what it is. A wedyn, I was like, oh, all right, let's look at the team, who's playing. A fi fanna, I was like, oh, I'm playing. Nes i ffindo mas. Yn amlwg nes i text o mam a dad, a o'n i ddim credu fi. You're lying, stop winding me up.
Be nath Bellamy gweud wrtho ti cyn y gêm? Gaethoch chi unrhyw fath o sgwrs o gwbl, neu?
Wnaeth i cael sgwrs ar y cae cyn y gêm. He just said, play your game. You're good enough to be here, so just play your game. Yn amlwg, hyder fi wedi codi ar ôl y sgwrs o'na. dyna beth yn nes I, so, yeah. A when ar ôl y game, it was congratulations on your debut a pethau, ond, yeah. Mae gen I lot o parch am rhywun fel Bellamy, so, yeah, I cael fe fel chythffordd, ond mae jyst yn wych.
O ran ystafell newid yna gyda Cymru, oes un o'r chwaraewyr sy'n bach fwy hŷn, falle sy'n bach o fentor I ti?
Ie, fi'n credu rhan amlwg yw Ben Davies. Yn amlwg mae wedi bod yn captain I Gymru a yn amlwg mae gyda cant cap nawr, so rhywun profiadol iawn. Ond fi'n credu pan es I mas I Gwlad Belg am y tro cyntaf gyda nhw, Yden, I cyntaf fi dod draw I fi a croesawu fi'r camp a peth fel yna. So, chi gyda y rai arall hefyd a mae'n rhoi bach o thank you to them as well, ond mae fe yw'r un sydd wedi edrych ar ôl fi mwyaf.
Rydw un peth I ti wastad I wneud, ti wastad I cymryd y cyfle, ti wastad I camu lan pan bod eisiau arno ti. Ti'n just gron lan i'r cyfle ac i'r cyfrifoldeb yna o bosib?
Yn amlwg mae'n ffodus, dyw Ben ddim fan'na, ond mae yna chwaraewyr anhygoel yn y camp sy'n gallu camu mewn hefyd.
Ennill dyrchafiad gyda Caerdydd, cyrraedd cwpan y byd gyda Cymru, jyst pa mor special bydde hwnna Dylan?
Dyn ni'n dychmygu tymor cyntaf yn mynd fel yna, ond byddai'n haf dda os mae hwnna'n digwydd, so croeso bysedd.
Ie, braf iawn cael sgwrsio gyda Dylan Lawler a chadwch llyged ar gyfryngau cymdeithasol Sgorio am weddill o gynnwys o'r cyfweliad arbennig yna a sdim sbel I fynd o gwbl. Tan y gêm fawr Cymru yn erbyn Bosnia ac wrth gwrs fe fydd y cyfan yn fyw ar S4C ar y 6 a'r 20 o fis Mawrth. Wel, fel chi'n gallu gweld, mae'r chwaraewyr yn barod I fynd fan hyn ym Penybont, felly nôl â ni nawr at ein tîmau sylwebu ni.
Welcome back to the Dragonbet Stadium in Bridgend, where Penybont are at a 0-0 stalemate with Connah's Quay Nomads. Third against second in the Cymru Premier League. We hope for more enterprise, more goal-scoring chances, and plenty more action in the second period. Alongside me still, ex-Welsh international Kath Morgan. Kath, bit more goal, most action required?
Yeah, I just think both teams need to pick up a tempo, Mark. It's too flat, it's too safe at the minute, and I just think if either team wants to take all 3 points, then they have to play better.
Yeah, interesting. When you're doing the commentary, Kat, and sometimes you go like for a cup of tea at half-time to the burger stand or things like that, you talk to fans, and there's a couple of Connah Quay fans, I said, would a point suit you? And they'd say they'd love the win, but the point's not a disaster when you're in their position. The second against third, you keep Penybont 10 points away from you in third place. So, you have to look at that maybe sometimes not from a fan's point of view like us, being neutral, but from their point of view, the point could be good for both clubs.
Yeah, and I just think, Disney is building, isn't he? His philosophy here. And players are not robots. You can't be great every week. So, but I just think there's so much more to come from this Connah's Quay team.
Jones, the big diag, great header down by Poole. The clearance is from Nathaniel Williams. Jones knees it out to play. Hook back in the middle, no centre forward there, it's just a knock back, easy header back from Woodwis. Armstrong. That sort of throw in there from the goalkeeper Armstrong. Captain Kane Owen out to the side today is usually delivered 60 or 70 yard balls from the left back spot, which when he's out of the side is usually, that's a miss for me.
Yeah, they just hemmed in on age. I mean, it's a clear your lines scenario there, but you're playing yourselves under pressure.
Cook. Cowan. Cook gets it wide. Ben Nash looking for runners. They're straight back into their set. Penybont, the 5-3-2. They've kept their shape well all afternoon. Cook receives a push in the back, a second push in the back. Maybe a little bit of experience, he may have gone over for the free kick then, you know, Cap, because he's had 2 shoves in the back.
Yeah, I agree. You know, he's a big boy, but he's allowed that to happen twice.
The corner will be delivered by Callum West. Armstrong waiting for the cross. They go George Hughes. Back to West. Whips it across the front, the flick. Edge of the box. Hook clear by Woodwis. Rhys Hughes back on his halfway line. Miles Davis with a decent jump. Woodcock. It's going to be a free kick all day. All day. Miles comes from behind. Surprised he made the tackle there, to be honest. Well, it wasn't as bad. He didn't come right from behind, but he gets the free kick. Rhys Hughes with it. Again, who's the taker? Hughes or West? Hughes peels off and West whips it across the front. Good headed away by Williams. Jones. Davis, good feet. Well, he's back out, Cat, and he's back on the ball now, Edwards. So it looks like he's got over that knee injury. Sharif. Edwards carries on his run. Williams is slotted in well there today. The new signing, the centre-back. It's a great 1-2. Pritchard, can he go all the way or will he get the pass off? Jones, Jacob Jones, deck Poole, the break could be on now. There's 7 or 8 players going forward. Can he switch the play? Poole. He's elected to hold it up.
If he'd have played that earlier.
There was 2 against 2 on the far side, you know.
Yeah.
Jet didn't see it. Go back to the build-up. Jones. West. Interesting that Callum West has definitely swapped wings and come out to the right-hand side. So that could have been a technical move at half-time, from Disney. Seems to be edging onto the right wing now, Callum West.
Yeah, and I just think that you know, there's a little bit more. Oh, we got injury here now. Williams.
Yeah, Williams going down. I think he might have just been caught on the end of the foot in the tackle. He's going to get up. Sunshine. Still apparent. Cook. Cook gets it inside to Jones. Sharif. There's an extra pass all the time in the move so far this afternoon. Hughes gets it inside. Woodcock with a touch. Edwards, he's obviously heard the call and he's very generous in the dummy. I think I'd have took it on myself. Could be interesting, should we show the replay on that?
No, it's a great move, you know, a great 1-2 pass there.
Oh, maybe it wasn't the dummy, by the way.
He's just missed it. He's just missed it.
Kit Margerson has had a quiet afternoon so far.
Just think both teams need to move the ball quicker. Still too slow.
Jones. Cook getting a pass up, looking for West. Benches could be. There's Jack Kenny. Bumped into Jack at half time, by the way, and having a laugh and a joke, said, "Come on and liven it up for us." So it's full of running, Kenny. He has that sprinting behind in him, and it could be a key move, I think. Kenny coming on up top in this game, add a little bit more pace and a little bit more physicality to the Connah's Quay forward line. Poole. Percentage of play with the ball in possession. Still going Connah's Quay's way. As Borges hooks it clear. Cohen. It's a good touch from the centre back. Nash. If it goes behind, it'll be a corner. They'll take the corner. Jones with a header.
Yeah, it's come off his head there. You know, can Connah's Quay make something of this? So they haven't really threatened, have they, in any set piece?
Well, when they put the one corner in, and it looked like Luke Armstrong got it well. He performed a save, which is a great save. But since then, none of them deliveries have really been whipped in. Declan Poole going down with an ankle again. There's a bench. Plenty of quality on the bench. Dan Roberts, Jack Kenny, Zelly, Ismail on the bench. Surely you have to see Ismail a little bit today. Callum Bratley, Marco Frega-Payne and Freddie Redshaw.
It's just crying out for runners in behind, I think. Do you know what I mean? Or someone to take the ball, dribble at the, you know, Pennybont's back three.
Harry Franklin definitely a big miss. Injured at the moment. Penybont have Kano in, Noah Daly, Johan Phillips, Owen Warlow, Alexander Setovic and Peter Coe on the bench. There's not many games now, Kath, where 2 or 3 substitutes are not brought on. John Disney, yeah, Callum Bratley could be straight swap if Declan Poole is injured. Bratley plays in an attacking way like Poole. Almost, you know, you can't tell the difference sometimes between the two of them. So that'll be a straight swap, I think. Here is Bratley and Poole leaving the field. No chances taken by the look of it. You did say that early on, Kat.
There's no need. It's a long season.
Poole off, Bratley on. Plenty of tricks in his armour. Bratley, when he gets on the ball, has to be whipped across the front. This one they've gone short again. West flicked on to the back post, headed down by Woodwis. You talk about wasting corners. You talked about that earlier on, Kat, and that again is, you've got 2 men out for the short.
Yeah, instigator.
Just put a ball in the box.
Yeah. Silly. I mean, there isn't even any kind of glimmer of anybody trying to get a shot on target from any corner or set piece at the minute. It's too laboured.
Armstrong to take the goal kick. First header always key off the long kicks. Goes away at Nash. Nash will be favoured. Nash wins again. Green hooks on. Jones with the header. Pritchard, the headed duel. There's Bratley. Says to Woodcock, can you get after that? Armstrong with a great clearance.
Yeah, yes.
Right below us, you think it's a free kick, Kat?
That's a definite block. Definitely.
Can knocked over by Jones. Referee says play on. And the pattern of the game remains the same. Possession stats way in Connah's Quay's favour. That's a bad ball. He's off his line. Can he take it early? Can. Went the wrong way, I think. Wood was bombing down the right side. Pritchard had made the run the right side. Keeper will collect. Not the greatest of ball in from Ash Baker. The break was on. The ball wasn't delivered the right way for me.
And I'm still going to say Edwards is struggling with that knee. He's not mobile. He couldn't change direction then quickly, could he? He's not comfortable.
Connah haven't played Barrytown this afternoon. Oh, big chance. Oh, Woodcock. It's been pulled up for a push. Little man bullying the big centre half. We'll have a look at this one again then.
Great ball in. Great timing. Oh, there's nothing
wow.
in that.
Wow, there wasn't a lot in that one, Kath.
All the decisions our referees made, that was not one of the good ones. Williams down again.
Yeah, that's twice in the second half. It could be a change
I think he's
having to be made here.
He's either holding his calves, and this pitch, this 4G pitch, is relentless with calves because of the rubber crumb underneath it. It doesn't agree with some players, and they feel it, and it looks to me as if that is the problem here.
It's most probably one of the only places Griffiths hasn't got covered at the moment. Owen Wallow is a wing-back, Ewan Phillips a striker, Noah Daly a striker, Kane Owen.
Just indicated he's coming off.
Looks like it'll have to be made. Wouldn't be surprised if Kane Owen was brought on, and maybe Jacob Jones might go inside as a left-sided centre half of the three. Smiles on his face, but he's been taken off. It's Wallow, Owen Wallow being brought on. Your player's a left-footed centre-back of the three, then Wallow. Williams put in a decent shift as well. Didn't put a foot wrong all afternoon. If you're leaving the field after an hour and you've got a clean sheet, you've done your job as a centre-back.
Yeah, he's won good battles, to be fair, and I bet he's really frustrated that, I don't think it's an injury. I just think that sometimes your calves get so tight you can't move.
Wallow came on at the beginning of the season and scored an incredible goal against TNS away. Don't think he'll get that far forward this afternoon. Keeps the same shape, three at the back. Woodwish, Borge and Wallow. Pritchard. Davis. Wood hooks it on.
We need someone a little bit different. We need someone to instigate something, a flash of brilliance, a little bit of skill, run at the defence, because at the minute the script is still the same.
Yeah, 0-0, almost looking the nailed-on bet at the moment. Connah haven't played Barry, I said, at 2:30. Flint played Britain Ferry in the playoff conference. Jones, Nash. Cook on the ball again in midfield. Bratley come a bit narrower this time. Rhys Hughes swaps wings, gets it forward to Bratley. Wallow. First job to look after Bratley. Hughes. You're getting deeper, Penybont. It's just the fact, can Connah's Quay unpick their defensive setup? Not giving the ball away like that, they won't.
Yeah, Disney, you can hear Disney shout from the side, forwards.
Detail pass, Cookie forward.
Yeah, detail on the pass. He's right. Stop going backwards. You have to.
Yeah, he looks a bit perturbed by that type of pass. He wants his team to get it forward and get it to feet.
Well, it's frustration because, like I say, you're playing side to side. That doesn't win you games.
There's 8 rounds of games still to play after this. 24 points, 10 points clear TNS.
Such a long season, isn't it, this league?
Yeah.
So long.
We still have the playoffs to look forward to, though, at the end of the season, and Welsh Cup semi-finals in a couple of weeks. Carnarvon playing Rill, Bangor playing Flint. Great excitement for them sets of fans.
I think he's still struggling. I genuinely think that he's just staying on.
Britain Ferry against Bala. Another game coming up.
Next Saturday, 12:15.
Them early kickoffs while the rugby's going on. Commentators loving them early kickoffs. Also, great flick from Khan. Again, though, it comes back because there's 3 defenders there just waiting for that ball, as they have been all afternoon. Green with a header. Edwards goes to ground again. Nash. Jones. Cowan. Cowan trying to pick Woodcock out. Is never going to land on the 5'6" centre forward's head, surrounded by 6' centre backs. Sharif back inside to Cook. Jacob Cook at the hub in midfield for the Nomads. Rhys Hughes looking for space, fires it wide. Nash, centre half, pushing forward, trying to unpick the Penybont defence. Cook. Sharif. Only Woodcock in the box waiting though. Hasn't got a lot to aim for. That's why it's hooked clear. Tackle from behind, ref says play on. Nathan Wood disappointed. Callum West offside. It looked a free kick to me from behind on Nathan Wood. I think we may get a replay.
The referee struggled all game with these, you know. He's given some, he haven't given others. That's the offside there, yeah. He's in offside position before he starts. You've got to, you know that, you know.
Bryn Markham Jones, assisted by Dan Beckett, Harry Hendricks, Jordan Harmon, the 4th official. They haven't had a strenuous game, shall we say, or any major decisions to make, Kath, in this first 64 minutes at the Dragonbet Stadium. Jones. Warlow. Warlow, a substitute, by the way, is one of the coaches. So, comes on and gets a free kick. Yellow card.
Shirt pull. Yeah, cynical shirt pull on Warlow. On Khan, sorry. Yeah, no, on Warlow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tuck from behind. It's an easy one to give. Mandatory yellow card for the shirt pull. Jones. One of their centre halves forward. Billy Borge will be the target. Khan looking for a header as well. Nash.
He's done well.
I think he's just won every header that's been put in there.
Yeah, so good.
If you're a centre back and 20 balls go in and you're winning 19 of them, you're doing your job. Woodwiss. Nathan Wood, great first touch. No tempo. Ball almost stopping. Baker. Baker back to Armstrong. Once again, Kath, bringing up though, we could again talk about what we talked about in the first 5 minutes. If you've taken a 6-0 hiding a week before and you get 0-0 a week later against a second in the league, it's not the worst point.
Oh, no, not at all. But I just think that Connah's Quay will be so frustrated that they've come here, and they
felt it was there for the taking. Is that what you're saying?
They haven't played well enough to earn. And Penybont will no doubt be delighted with a point, I would say. But has Connah's Quay stretched them? No.
Baker knocks it back inside. Jones, it's a pass off. Wood, plenty of tricks in his locker, whips it across again. Nobody in the box to receive. Green. Rhys Griffiths still sat away in the cabin behind the goals. Clean sheets in the league so far this season. Nathan Shepherd with 15, George Ratcliffe Barry 9, Kit Margerson 7, Luke Armstrong Penybont 3, so Kit Magnuson looks like going up to 8, and Armstrong could go down to 3 the way this game's going. In the last game between the two, which makes, again, the point that Penybont may take the draw. The score was Quay Nomads 4, Penybont 0. Substitution. Sharif being brought off. Another good performance from Sharif. This could be a change. Kenny coming on now. Will Woodcock go wide, or will they play 2 up top? It's interesting. Kenny, more physical, more speed. He hounds down defenders a lot more. Strong challenge, good challenge. Cook.
And Jones is hurt. Let's have another little look at this. Oh, he's just caught him on this.
Yeah, there's a lot. He takes the ball before he takes the player.
Yeah, it's those thin football boots that people wear now. There's no leather on them.
Jones, it's a cold day, and they just seem to hurt a little bit more on colder days, Kat, you've got to be honest.
Yep.
Jones with a long throw, headed back inside by Cowan. Green, just expecting Green to take a long distance shot off there, he didn't. Wood stands one up to the back post, great collect by Magnuson. Very, he just wanted that cross as soon as it was knocked in, which you want to see from young goalkeepers.
Yeah, and Wood, it was a great cross in fairness, but great work by Magnuson.
Cohen. Jones to Nash. Build up starts again. It may look like he may have dropped Rhys Hughes into that left wing back spot, you know, Kath. Davis, Wood. Who else but Nash with a header? Bratley. Cook. They are definitely playing with 2 centre forwards, Kath. Hughes has gone as a wing back. Kenny, who's out wide at the moment, has gone as a striker. They get the throw in. Hughes. If we were looking for a goal spectacular this afternoon at the Dragonbet Stadium, I don't think we're going to get it. Second against third. The Nations League is a fine draw for Wales, Kat. It's some bumper games.
It's a wonderful draw.
Oh, some bumper games. See, Craig Bellamy said he was pleased with the draw, which is great to hear. You know, everybody else was probably looking at the thing, it's going to be a tough draw.
But I agree, because
wow.
You avoid England, you avoid France, you avoid Germany. You know, Denmark are beatable.
Yeah.
Norway, yes, they got Haaland, but, you know, that's one player. Yeah, I was pleased with it. My nephew wants to go to Portugal away, so he's put in that request already to me.
Oh, great to have a few words with Ronaldo, is it? Injury.
Jack Kenny.
Kenny's only just come on.
I think he's just gone through the back of him, have he?
Yeah.
Oh, elbow. Just a frail, yeah, an elbow to the side of the head, accidental.
But on the Wales scenario, Kath, we still looking forward to the main games, the big games coming up in 4 or 5 weeks' time.
Yeah, they're huge, and Bosnia, I think, will be tougher than people expect. We have to be at the races, and we have to produce our best on the night. And
well,
if that's good enough, then obviously you go into the final.
If we're going to make it, I think it would be absolutely fantastic to go through these type of ties now coming ahead of us. They're not going to be easy. Chance here. Magnuson sprints off.
Which is why staying in the A-League is so important now for the, you know, for the future.
Edwards. Nash out on the right hand side again. Surely has to feed Hughes earlier. Gets it to Hughes. Hughes will switch the play. Jacob Cook. Cowan. Like to see the passing stats, Kath, if they come up. What would you say percentage-wise? 70-30?
Yeah, Connah's Quay have definitely enjoyed far more possession, but they're still going backwards. Still going side to side.
Bratley. Jones comes out to challenge him. Decent ball inside. Great tackle from Billy Borge. Took the ball cleanly off Callum West. Jones. Can will chase it down in the corner and try and get something from it. He gets a throw in.
It's red ball, that. Off Can.
The referee has overruled the linesman.
It's true. That is true.
Thank you, ref, he says. Yeah, it's off Carney's head, by the way. It's an interesting move for Ethan Can. Oh, they're warming two up. Sgorio and Noah Daly. They'll be full of running when they come on. Daly has to be rated as most, one of the if he's substitute, that is a live wire substitute, Cat. He has plenty in the locker. He lost his partner James Kroll, who's gone to Newport County, as we said before. Good luck to James Kroll. Good luck to Gabe Kirkhoff as well at Forest Green Rovers. Double swap by the look of it. Ash Baker in midfield. Baker comes off. Sgorio will just do that, and Can, who's put in a hell of a shift in 74 minutes. Fresh legs. Daly. Can Daly produce? He's been amongst the goals so far this season, Daly. Jones with the throw. It's a good climb from Cowan. Nash again. Cowan. Borge wins the duel. Nash back to Margerson. Borge wins the duel against Woodcock.
That's a foul.
Green. Jones opted to hang on to it, goes backwards. Billy Borge. Woodwis on the ball. Looking for Miles Davis. It's well cut out by Rhys Hughes. Sgorio. Will he take it from distance? Was a long distance. It was a good block by Nash. Penybont, can they sustain some pressure for the next couple of minutes now and turn this game?
Yeah, you just want, you'd like to think that the subs will make an impact.
Well, he's waited till the last 15 minutes. As I said, Daly is an electric substitute. He really could light this game up. A free kick given, soft foul.
Especially when you've got possession, just be disciplined. Keep the ball. Got himself in a tangle there, and then yeah, just late one.
Cowan. Bratley. Kenny in the box for the first time with the ball at his feet. Kenny gets it back. Bratley. West. It's been a little bit quieter. Just the tug on the edge of the area. And the referee says free kick. Key area with the likes now of Callum West. He's tugged in there. It's definitely a free kick. But Hughes or West, this is their area. This is their area.
Well, we haven't seen anything to threaten, have we? 77 minutes gone. Could this be the best delivery of the afternoon?
West. Right to the far post. It's hooked out. They went deep, Penybont. Going deep paid off. There's the volley. Not the greatest of volleys either by Jack Kenny.
Yeah, and
just not enough pace on a free kick, Kath.
Yeah,
it's
no.
a clip. It's not whipped in.
No, and Kenny was behind thinking it was going to drop, and obviously he was the wrong side then. So, yeah, you're just picking up crumbs then.
With our sun just going behind the clouds, Kath is starting to get a bit nippy, shall we say.
Yeah, it was wonderful the first half. Nice to feel the sun.
Yeah. Armstrong. Both goalkeepers will be pleased. Most probably both defences. But from a midfield and forward point of view, there hasn't been nothing spectacular to write home about. Can anybody produce in the next 12 minutes? Optimism, Kath, optimism. Can you optimise a goal for us? Be optimistic. It's cut out by Borge. Do you see a goal or do you still 0-0?
I just think that anybody can score, but there's just no tempo. Everything's still too slow. Until they start taking the game to each opposition, everyone's happy with a point, and I think that'll frustrate the coaches.
West. His dancing feet get him in a position. Does he drive in or does he put it across? West. Handball wanted against Bratley. Referee gives the handball. Bit of magic on the right side from Callum West. We haven't seen enough of that today, but this is what's in his locker.
Yeah, and that's what I said, you know, take your 1v1 battles on. He's done him. Then it's a cut back, which he's done, which was just wrong area.
Surprised he never actually tried to get it back onto his left foot and get the shot off then, Callum West. Bratley marking Daly.
Wrexham Cardiff next Sunday, 4:45 live on S4C.
Some great games. Is that in the Adran?
Yeah.
Yeah, some superb games going on at the moment, Kath. Plenty of goals being scored. Not like this afternoon here.
Oh, yeah, there aren't.
Cowan, Bratley, Jones back across to Nash. I don't think John Disney, in the run they're on, like I said, a point away from home. Don't think he'd be sending any defenders forward in desperation to get a goal. He'll just, you know, they'll still do what they've done all afternoon, try and pass their way through and just hoping for that last chance. It's a dreadful cross from Rhys Hughes.
Yeah, I think that he'll be content with he won't be content with the point, but he'll take it because Connah's haven't really played well. You know, and like I said, these boys aren't robots. You know, they're human beings. You can't expect them to play well all the time. But I think it'll just be frustration.
As a league, there's no easy games. Barry away next in the league for Connah's Quay Nomads and TNS home. Penybont, Colwyn Bay away, Barry and TNS. So every game's a tough game. Borge with a header. Green. Zetkovic. Miles Davis. Woodwiss had to release in the end. Again, Nash. Armstrong fires it long, looking for Daly. Jones goes up and wins the header. Nash wide to Hughes. Hughes trying to pull one in behind. Can Woodcock keep it in play? He'll most probably get there. He does get there. Did well just to hold it up. It's been a tough afternoon for young Max Woodcock up top by himself. No doubt about that. He's put in loads and loads of effort and looks like he's just being replaced. Yeah. Interesting to see who comes on. Woodcock off. Zelly Ismail, who lit up many games over the last couple of years for Newtown. Ismail loves getting across in early, Cat, so we'll see. Hughes with a throw. Davis heads away. Nathan Wood. The break was just on then. Wood goes over and gets a free kick.
You could play Wood, you know, his contributions lively, consistent. Just hasn't had enough around him.
I think that's been the case for most strikers this afternoon, Cat. They'll all leave a bit frustrated. One chance in 90 minutes, I think. One definite chance. One save, in fact. One save. It was a great save. Armstrong from Noah Edwards. Armstrong. I think if I could collect £1 for every time I've said Armstrong to Nash this afternoon, I'd be taking her for a smart Valentine's meal tonight instead of staying in and having fish and chips. Magerson passes his way out. Cowan. 84 minutes on the clock in the JD Cymru Premier Championship top 6. Quay Nomads in second place, 0. Penybont in third place, 0. Magerson. Cowan. Bratley. Nash wide to Hughes. Hughes drives inside. Miles Davis, great tackle from Davis. Could the break beyond 2 against 3? Was off his line. Davis will get there. He has plenty of pace. Can he deliver? Davis does deliver. Cut out by Bratley. Great defending. That's a right wing back getting back across, Kath, into a centre half position. That was great defending from Bratley. Edwards drives forward. First time Penybont have lost their shape in this half.
Go forward.
West, it's cut out. Sekovic. Ismail. Bounces Kenny's way, the header's in. Good defending from Borge. Miles Davis. Definitely now is the time, Kath, that any goal now is liable to be the winner.
Yeah, definitely, but do you know what? I just can't see anybody scoring this afternoon. I cannot see it. You know, there's no clear cut. There's no running off the shoulder.
Cowan. Bratley inside the Cook. You could pick out people's shapes quite easily. Every player has most probably played in a space of about 40 yards, which they started in, Kath, since the first whistle. Bratley, can he get an early crossing? He'll try and take Green on. Strong defending from Green. Keeps it from going for a corner, but it'll be a throw-in. Bratley will take the throw. Maybe the smart money could have been on a draw here this afternoon before the kick-off. Second versus third.
Yeah, I just didn't see it happening. I genuinely thought Connah would come here and take the game to Penybont, and that hasn't happened. Credit to Penybont, they've set up really well defensively. They haven't really looked threatening, but...
Nash goes forward. He's headed everything else in his department this afternoon. Can he get one in the opposition box? Armstrong again. He's done well from crosses. Sekovic. Head injury, I think. That's why he's blown up early. He's landed awkwardly. We're approaching that man of the match time, Kath. Dylan Blaine is on the Welsh channel. He'll obviously pick the main man of the match, but I'm going to give you the very difficult task, Kat, of picking the man of the match. I'll give you a couple of minutes if you like.
That's harsh.
I'll give you a couple of minutes. Oh, he's landed awkwardly again there. Pritchard's worked his socks off in midfield. Hasn't been on the ball that much, but he's really worked hard. '88 minutes. Penybont 0. Quay Nomads 0. I think he's just dropped it and it's hoofed clear. Pritchard taking a drink. Not allowed back on straight away. Disney below us still egging his troops on. Bratley. They've got into a run. Quay have drawn in their last few games. The only good thing for them is, even though they're not chasing TNS down, nobody is putting any real pressure on them in second place either.
No, they got a comfort blanket there, but I just think they need to work a lot more on attacking patterns. You know what I mean? There seems to have been a lack of that today.
Edwards, as we said at the beginning, still driving forward or trying to drive forward. Hooked clear by Woodwiss. Woodwiss has had a steady game in defence, alongside Billy Borge. Substitute being made just down in front of us.
I'm going to go Ben Nash, I think, for centre-back for Quay, for my player of the match.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I'd have gone with you. Nathan Wood leaving the field.
He's worked hard.
Yeah, Woody's worked hard. It hasn't been an afternoon for a forward for Penybont to get the ball a lot, has it, Kat? It's been a difficult one. Johan Phillips will come on. Full of running, Phillips. He's pinched a goal a couple of times last season for him. Wood. I'm thinking it could be as much as 6 minutes. 6 minutes added on. Could be a long 6 minutes.
Yeah, messages getting on to the players there. There is 6 minutes, so they all know.
Davis. Hughes heads clear. Borge. Chance here, Phillips for Nash again. Yeah, he just gets there first. He's most probably headed it as many times as some outfield players have touches of it. Hughes. Whips it across. Cowan. Can he drive forward? So many games in all football leagues at present are decided in these last few added minutes. Can Quay or Penybont produce one in added time? West wins a great header. It's headed away. Bratley. Kenny hasn't seen the ball much since coming on, Cat. Neither has Daly, by the way. Daly with a great touch. Green gets a shot off. Right-footed. It's not his greatest foot, but it's not the worst shot in the world. He's appealing the corner. Well, Davis is appealing the corner with such eagerness. We have to take a look at this. If that's not a corner, they are two of the best actors in the world. It's difficult to see, I think. It's difficult.
Yeah, no,
Ref being honest there, so I haven't seen it. Clayton still demanding it hit somebody.
Yeah, we couldn't see it from here.
Nash driving out with the ball. Penybont back in their shape. Daly and Phillips up top. Green, Sekovic and Pritchard in midfield. Bratley. Kenny. Bratley in space. Said when he come on that he likes plenty of touches on the ball. It's hooked clear by Jacob Jones. Relax is the shout from the bench. could mean that a point will do us.
Oh yeah, they'll go home, you know.
Unbeaten. Their run carries on. 17-game unbeaten run it will be for John Disney as Connah's Quay. It'll be a unbeaten run and it'll most probably take him into second spot and guarantee him European football.
Yeah, I still think he'll be concerned with the lack of
out-and-out chances.
Yeah. Oh no. Fight.
There's a little bit too much going on over in the corner between Woodwis and Edwards. Referees there. There'll be a couple of cards, a little bit of action coming a bit late in the game. Kenny gets involved, Borge gets involved.
And that's all about frustration. All frustration.
Yellow to Edwards. And Woodwis getting the yellow. Bit of action late on in this fixture.
Just a tussle between the two of them. Both shirt pulling. And then a little bit
just carried on a little bit.
Yeah, afters at the end then. Yeah, no, there's nothing in him.
Bit of a rest. Just a little bit of wrestling match to finish off. Edwards and Pritchard. Type of thing we needed in the first couple of minutes, Kath, to liven the game up. Not the last couple of minutes.
It's a drop ball, eh?
It's 2 yellow cards.
Yeah.
Still ends up in a drop ball. I'm glad they're not reopposing in the drop ball. Is there still a drop ball?
Kenny wants to. Kenny wants to compete.
Or do they usually just drop and let the defending team clear?
That's what I mean. Kenny wants to compete for it.
Yeah.
And the referee wants to give it back.
Woodwis puts an end to that and just clobbers it forward. Edwards still competing. Pritchard Daly whips it across the front. He's cut out edge of the box. Jones, can he take the shot on? It's so clear by Jones. Cetkovic, brave header. Green, Jones, can he get it in first time? Takes a touch, maybe looking for a corner or a throw in. Goes out for a corner. Oh, last minute corner, 40 seconds on the clock. Can Penybont steal a last minute match on Connah's Quay Nomads and end their 16-match unbeaten run? Clayton Green, who's had a decent game in the centre of midfield for Penybont. He's worked hard, he's had to. Last chance of the game, Kath.
Yeah, and I'll say it again, Connah's Quay are aware that they concede, you know, through set pieces, so they've talked about it.
Has to be an in-swinger, surely. Pritchard to deliver. Goalkeeper unopposed at the moment. With the crossover, and what a disappointing delivery. You get a second chance, so Pritchard stands it up with not much pace. Miles Davis knocks it back inside, headed away, hooking it about. Hook clear by Jacob Cook. Referee surely looking at his whistle now. 0-0.
Disappointing, really. Disappointing corner, messy. Connah's Quay just cleared their lines.
Yeah, just about sums the game up this afternoon, Kat. Like I say, we have usually plenty of goal-mouth action in our live action on Sgorio. It just hasn't worked out that way today. A 0-0 draw looks inevitable, but can Penybont just steal a goal in the last 30 seconds? Davis will try to fire long. It's not the worst throw. It's gone behind for a corner. Kept in play. Hook clear. Final whistle. Bryn Mackham Jones blows the final whistle. Kath, your views just quickly on that 90 minutes?
I just think Connah's Quay will go home, you know, frustrated by the lack of attacking play, but content with the point. Yeah, it's not the game we wanted, but from Penibont's point of view, I got to be fair, I think they'd be happy with it. They'd be able to keep their shape and structure for a 0-0, take a point.
It's second in the table. Connah's Quay Nomads travelling down to Penybont, third in the table, and the result is 0-0. Not a wonderful goal scorers game this afternoon. No chances on goal, really. Only the one chance from Noah Edwards, and it was saved by Armstrong. Final result at the Dragonbet Stadium: Penybont 0, Quay Nomads 0.
Well, John, a point on the road here at Penybont, but what's the initial emotion after that?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with a clean sheet. I think that's we've kept 2 clean sheets now in 8 games, so message to the lads to try and be a bit more defensively solid, and I thought, again, our back three were fantastic. Of course, I want to go and try and win the game. I think we had a couple of half chances, potentially, not really tested Armstrong other than once, I would say, but you know, you've got 2 very good goalkeepers on the pitch today, so something good would have to have beat them. And our quality has to be a little bit better in the final third. But like I said, I mean, I'm really happy with a defensive performance against a side like Penybont with obviously the firepower that they've got. So really happy. Obviously, Penybont are the closest team to us in the league at the moment, and it means that obviously we're a point down and another game down.
Yeah, you wanted that solid defensive performance, like you mentioned. I don't know if you know this. This is the first time since the 27th of September where Connah's Quay haven't scored in a game. So what was missing today, do you think?
Like I said, probably that moment of quality in the final third. And you know, listen, I can't be too harsh. I wasn't very good in the final third, and we've got very good players with Callum West, Maxwell Cott, Rhys Hughes, Zelly Ishmael, Jack Kenny. Like I always say, Callum Brackley, Declan Poole. So I think we just had a little bit of a lapse of quality. And you know, fair play to Penybont, they defended their box well as well. So sometimes I think you've got to look at it like that. I don't think it was a fantastic game probably for the neutral, and I'm sure you're all freezing cold, but I think, you know, I enjoyed it because I'm a bit of a defender, and I love the fact that we kept a clean sheet. But Owain alluded to it before the game, this league is really, really tough, really difficult every game that you come up against, and my team have just gone 17 games unbeaten, so I'm immensely proud of them.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about this fantastic run that you're on at the moment. You know, what do you feel has clicked, and what pleases you the most about it?
Everything really. I think, you know, now we've kept another clean sheet today without your likes of Kai Edwards and Chris Marriott, who are very senior experienced players. All of the collective group have been fantastic all season, and we have to continue doing that. Now, points wise, would I maybe have liked to have lost 1 and won 2? Yes, but you know, I think, you know, it's going to take a very good team to beat us, and you know, I'm sure if we can keep that unbeaten run going as long as we possibly can, then we'll finish in a strong position. But I think collectively, as a group, as a staff, as an ownership, you know, the club's in a really good place, and I'm excited, as the players should be, and I think, you know, even a couple of fans that have travelled down today that we've seen, they're excited as well. So I think the lads have put on a really brave performance, and they've been fantastic.
John, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Safe trip back. Diolch. Felly, dyma'r canlyniadau hyd yn hyn y penwythnos yma. Y Seintiau newydd yn ennill, oedd hi'n ddi-sgôr fan hyn, a wedyn ni yn y 6 isaf, 3 pwynt i Hwlffordd, ac oedd hi'n 1-1 rhwng Met Caerdydd a Llanelli. A wedyn ni, dyma'r sefyllfa yn y tabl o ran y 6 uchaf, felly 12 pwynt rhwng y Seintiau newydd a Quay Connah. A mae'r bwlch yna o 10 pwynt yn dal i barhau rhwng Penybont yn drydydd a Quay Connah yn ail. A mae Mael Davies yn cadw cwmni i fi fan hyn. Reit te, Mael, perfformiad lot gwell na penwythnos diwetha. Yw hwnna'n dig i ddweud, i chi'n hapus?
Ydyn, i cymaru ar perfformiad a'r canlyniad wythnos diwetha. Fi'n credu wrth hwnna y perfformiad heddi yn dangos yr un Penybont, fi'n credu. Gweithio'n galed i'n gili, cyfathrebu'n dda. Oedd game plan gyda ni, wnaethon ni stico i fe. A chi'n mae Quay Connah yn tîm dda iawn. A i cadw nhw heb sgorio, fi'n credu wnaethon ni'n dda iawn.
Ie, o'n i moyn gofyn ti am hwnna, achos nôl y mis Medi oedd y tro diwetha i Quay Connah pido sgorio gôl mewn gêm. Felly'r ffaith bod chi wedi llwyddo i gael llech yn lan yn erbyn nhw heddi, jyst pa mor bles di chi gyda hwnna?
Ie, bles iawn. I ni hefyd, so ni wedi cael llech yn lan ers spel. Felly oedd yn neis i'r amddiffyn cael llech yn lan. A i'r tîm i gyd, a gobeithio gallith hwnna rhoi hyder ni mewn i'r gêm nesaf.
Ar ôl wythnos diwetha, yn amlwg oedd y gêm yn fyw, o'n i yna yn y Seintiau newydd, oedd hi'n benwythnos anodd iawn i chi. Pa sgyrsiau chi wedi cael gyda Rhys Griffiths, gyda'r tîm rheolwr wythnos yma?
Ie, ni wedi edrych ar y gêm na nôl. Chymod, siomedig iawn. Dyn ni ddim fel tîm yn ildio lot. Tymor hyn ni wedi ildio llawer gormod. Felly fi'n credu heddi y gêm planwydd i fod yn solid a i dechrau edrych fel yr hen Penybont.
Achos hefyd, mae'r gwrthwynebwyr wedi bod yn anodd hefyd. Y Seinti Newydd, Connah heddi hefyd. Nawr, mae yna 2 gêm oedd i cartref i ddod yn erbyn Bai Colwyn a'r Bari. Chi'n timlo fel tîm, fel carfan, bod y buddugoliaeth yna yn mynd i ddod, gobeithio?
Ydy, mae fe mynd i ddod yn y diwedd. Os ni'n gallu rhoi perfformiadau fel wnaethon ni heddi mewn bob wythnos, fi'n siŵr deith y canlyniad digon gloi.
Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr.
A dyna ni, felly, diolch am eich cwmni chi heddi, ond mae yna ddigon o bêl-drod i ddod wythnos nesaf. Eich abwyntiau sgorio nos lun a hefyd nos fawrth, a wedyn ni yn Llansawel pan bydden nhw'n croesawu y Bala, a wedyn ni ar ddydd Sul i ni mynd i weld tlws cynta'r tymor yn cael i hennill. Naill Wrexham neu Caerdydd. Honna'n fyw ar Esbyrreg dydd Sul nesaf am 4:45. A dyna ni, felly, y rhediad arbennig yna gan Connah yn parhau yma Penybont. Rhys Griffiths wedi dod mas o'i swyddfa fach e. Byddai'n ddiddorol i weld shwd mae fe'n teimlo ar ôl y gêm yna. Mae fe'n mynd gytre, a fi'n mynd gytre hefyd. Diolch am eich cwmni chi heno. Nos da, a diolch am wylio.